on the island. It's only like horses and bikes. Like everything is super old-fashioned, kind of like it was in the early 1900s. I think it's been a while since I've gone, but they have electricity, I think. But it's crazy. Like people will go to it and they'll dress up in like old, like kind of Victorian style clothing. Or some people even show up in old like Civil War like Union outfits sometimes. Like it's a total throwback, and it really does feel like somewhere in time. Like it feels totally removed from everything else. It's really cool. The other inspiration I think for this game, as far as hotels went, at least for me, was the Disney California. I think it's also called Grand Hotel. No, not Tower of Terror. I'm talking about like the actual hotel.
Oh, the haunted mansion.
Yes, the haunted mansion. So that's a.
Oh, the actual. I haven't been.
Yeah, there's the actual hotel. I can't believe I didn't even mention the haunted mansion though. Yeah, haunted mansion was huge. Haunted mansion was a big influence not only on the levels but on the theme and scoring of the music. And actually, something that I really don't talk about very often, but since you brought it up, I think part of the reason why, at least for me, that was something that was like really present is my uncle Xavier Atencio actually used to be like a Disney Imagineer, and he like designed Pirates of the Caribbean and wrote the Yo Ho Yo Ho song and did some of the co-writing for Haunted Mansion, and along with the end theme.
When did that attraction first go in?
What was that?
When did that attraction first go in? That was like.
When did which Pirates?
Haunted Mansion and both Pirates also, I guess.
Haunted was
day one, right?
No, Haunted wasn't day one. Haunted was an addition to the park, and the thing about Haunted was for a really long time everyone knew like, okay, we want to have this like Walt really wants to have this horror attraction, kind of this kind of spooky attraction. But they didn't know what it was going to be. They didn't know if people were going to be walking or if it was going to be like guided. Yeah. They didn't know, if it was going to be something that was more silly or if it was going to be more scary. And there were huge like creative disputes on it. There's a lot of really interesting history that went into the development of it. And ultimately they decided on like kind of a mix, which was. I think probably the right thing to do. It kind of has this really timeless quality to it. But a really fun fact that I like is when they were about to open it, while it was still under construction at the park, you kind of had this massive gate that was surrounding the mansion, but there was a sign that was like, welcome to like the Haunted Mansion, home of like 999 happy haunts, and we have like room for one more. Care to join? And it was just like, it's death. Oh, Disney, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think that answers the question. Hopefully, Grand Hotel Mackinac Island is like the coolest though. You should definitely check it out if you ever get a chance to visit. Highly recommend it.
Well, I'm going to be coming back later, guys. Nice seeing you, everyone.
Yep.
Nice
seeing you.
Enjoy the gaming. Lex,
Yeah.
how long is me going to, like, full time?
5.
Where's the funding, by the way? Where are we on funding?
Oh, well, it says 400, but
Awesome.
this is as good a time as any to say that we are actually at, I believe, 2,140, possibly more. So, yeah.
Will you want to help make that, viewers? You can donate.
Yeah, help us make 5,000, even
Please
though
do.
that's pretty far, but
It's doable.
yes.
If
And our
you
goal says 3,500.
if you
Yeah,
want
so
to hear more conversation about hotels and hell and heavy religious theming, please be sure. And if you want to help kids for a great cause, please donate, because that would be really awesome, and we would be best friends with you forever.
Yes.
We would not stop.
Yes. I'll try to drop up here. See you guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
I got seen is Hotel Transylvania.
I like it. It's Garen.
Gendy?
Gendy
Gendy Tarkovsky.
Tarkovsky.
Right? Am I getting that right?
He did the animated Star Wars cartoons back in like the early 2000s.
What are we
He
even-
also did like Samurai Jack and Dexter's Lab. Oh, dude, what was he like? What was he like?
Yeah, like
Really?
I
Oh
had no
wow.
idea.
Wow.
he's like 10 years before us.
No idea.
Probably.
I'm a fresh egg, yeah.
I mean, so Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah.
Right?
What?
Hotel Transylvania, right? We're talking about that. If
Yeah.
you're asking
Oh
if
yeah,
it's
no,
good.
I've never seen it, but I'm
The
sure
first
there's
one-
gotta be some
Oh.
I really like the first one. Oh, I really like the first. I haven't seen the second one.
Wait, I'm confused. You
Yeah,
were player
I've
4
seen the
last
first
time.
one. I
right?
really like it.
Yes.
He does this
I'm
thing
still
with
player
his
4.
animation where it's very.
Hit you.
He like tries
Yes.
to capture the
I'm
2D
confused.
sensibilities.
I've heard
Tweaking
he
priorities.
can't be like
Okay.
this girl and just breaking his ribs.
Don't worry.
Yeah. It's like he's trying to make it like he's working with 2D.
Oh.
Like paper. And he kind of like morphs the characters a lot, similar to what they do with Disney, like in some of their animations, like mid action they have weird distorted faces, but it's all in new fluidity.
He's working on a. Oh,
Yay
sorry.
or nay, would recommend.
I would recommend the first one. The second one I've heard not very good things. I heard it became the Adam Sandler show. So
Damn, that was quick.
yeah, take that
I
for
wanna,
what
I
it
wanna go
is.
back to
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think he has a new
After- not
comic book.
Afterlives.
He's
The game
drawing
one, Collectible
Power
Box.
Fist and what is it? No, Power Man and Iron Fist. If anyone else,
He's got his imagination project that he wants to do, which sounds really cool, and from what I understand is about how as adults there's like the phenomenon
Oh, boy.
of like you seem to lose your imagination, or you have less time to really develop it or focus on it, and so he's kind of taking an adult theme to what is happening right
wait,
now.
I think we might be.
I'm,
So,
I'm
Someone hit
in
the
the
start button.
floor.
Hit the start button. Hit the start button.
And
Get us out of here. No one needed to see that.
It looks cool.
It looked really.
It
cool.
looked like someone was flashing the lights on and off in the room.
Mhm.
Alright, I got one question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one answer.
How did
That's
the
all we
pink-
have.
How did the pink ghost die?
Ooh, Jocelyn, do you wanna handle this one?
Okay, well, I mean, I can't. That's actually a really good question because, okay, so one thing that, like, this is kind of related to Steven's question is, like, one thing I want to see with this game is, like, give more backstory and just, like, have the characters, like, have their own personalities and, like, their own backstories and stuff. So, like, for example, you know, Pink Whip has this, like, eye patch, he's always angry, but, like, you don't know why he's angry, you know? Maybe he has some kind of complex, you know, about him being a little
Some inner
little
demons.
Pink Whip,
Yeah.
really cute and fluffy, but you know he just wants to be tough. And like the
Even
sound designer Natalia, she like said that she just made like biker motorcycle gang biker like grunt noises for his sound effects. So that got me like, okay, like what would be his backstory, you know?
Well, I think the story from Natalia was that she was staying in LA over the summer while we were working on this, and I believe her boyfriend was in town as well. And I think they were up in Palm Springs, and that's when she decided to do like all the character sound effects. And so she like locked, like, or didn't lock, but like sent her boyfriend to a closet willingly. And he was just like stuck there making just like sounds like into the mic. But I always figured for the characters and kind of how they ended up appearing that it was based on how they conducted themselves in regular life, and now they've like manifested as
I think he's
such.
upset with how he's conducted himself.
I don't, you know, it's up for interpretation, but
I mean,
that's kind of how I read
something
it.
that like I feel like it would just make sense if like Pink Whip's eye was like totally fine, but he just wanted to wear an eye patch to look cool.
He's really trying to be tough.
Yeah,
It's pretty
it's
great.
very important to him.
I like that better, actually. Yeah.
I mean, it's a 2D game.
Well, you don't need depth perception also because it's just fleeing
The game is
wildly,
actually from
right?
the perspective of Pink Whip. He cannot perceive depth, and neither can you. And that's how that works.
Yeah, so get ready for Ectoplaza 2. It's going to be a gritty FPS shooter. It's not going to be anything like this. Pinkwood just has a disturbed perception of the world.
Ectoplaza 2 Pink Whips.
I'm also curious. You guys are still developing, right? So, how is your team like larger now?
It's actually I think it's
It's like
larger
the
by
same.
one person, maybe. Or no, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah.
Just 'cause-
It is just some shuffling around because we
Yeah.
had people who are wonderful to work with and put a lot of time into the game and really help make it what it is now and what it's going to be. But beyond the festival that it was originally developed for, just couldn't commit more of their time with them because of schoolwork or graduation.
Right. Yeah, I imagine it's a pretty big part of it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
A large portion of your team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're working with some great people now. But hopefully we'll
I have
get to
more
continue working with
artists.
working with our friends in the future, which is always the dream.
Whoa, just got everyone.
Nice. Lex, how's the chat doing?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Was there a deliberate decision to not have single player content? Have you ever had it?
Was there a deliberate decision? Well, it was deliberate in the sense that we wanted to make a multiplayer game. Single player content. I know of a few competitive 2D multiplayer games that have done it well, and that fit with their game. I think, what was that?
For a second, the person who asked the question was stuck watching an ad and couldn't hear us, but they're back.
Oh, okay.
Back.
Okay, yeah, cool. The answer was yes. It was deliberate that we started with multiplayer. I think that's a matter of we have an idea of when we want to release, and we know what the game needs for release in order to be successful, is what we initially imagined it, which was a multiplayer game. I feel like I think for a competitive multiplayer platformer, if you're doing your job right, that the platforming can transfer over to maybe a single player arena as well and also be engaging. That being said, I don't think we ever had ideas or a clear and deliberate goal to create single player content. So if it's anything that we added going forward, it would be because we finished everything that we needed to and we're happy with the state the game was in, and also because we wanted to add it or felt that we were doing something new or interesting that hadn't been done with the single player component in other 2D multiplayer games. So that is my answer to that question. It's a good question though.
Can I ask you another question?
No.
Okay. But for real though.
He's you can add,
Okay.
yeah.
But I just want to know how much iteration came into with the original concept and how many builds, not necessarily the number of builds, but how different is this from the original idea you guys came?
Oh my god.
It's very different.
World's different.
It's very different. Originally, it was going to be something that was much more. The only comparison I can think of is the game Push Me, Pull You, where it's a 4-player game with two-player teams. I think you could also just play 2 people if you wanted to, where you are controlling almost like a cat dog type body together, and you're crawling around the map trying to use your extended stretchy cartilage to help push the ball to a goal, while competing against the other team. You wrap around them in really weird ways. And we were going to do something similar to that in the sense that you could you start with these little. Originally, they looked like these little dogs, these weird spirit animals, which is where the Fricky influence came in. Which, for those who didn't get to tune in at the beginning, I'm sorry, but you missed out on an excellent backstory. But we can go over it if people want. But it was going to be you started with these spirit animals, and you stretch through the map. and when you